Hi guys, I am Rebecca and these are my reviews, and today I have another Choix box. So if you are unfamiliar with Choix, it's basically just another sample subscription box, but you get to choose the samples. So this month I have chosen, I have 3 pans in here, 2 of which are like a double thing. This is the Charlotte Tilbury, let me give you the actual name, the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow Face Sculpt and Highlight in light to medium. So it has a double pan, so you've got, you know, your highlight and your bronzer. The bronzer is definitely shimmery, so this is not like a contour color. This is definitely a warming up the face color. It is pretty fair, and honestly, for this time of year when I am feeling a bit more pale, the color is actually nice. I do have it on today, and I just kind of dusted it, you know, around the edges of my face, the tops of my cheekbones and my nose, and, you know, I don't look super sun-kissed, but it's just enough to give me a healthy glow, you know, so I do actually really like it. Okay, so I have them on my fingers. I think that's probably a little bit better than once I put it on my hand. I never seem to swatch very well. Yeah, you can't even see it. I don't know. I think I just must be terrible at swatching things. You know, whatever. I feel like things swatch differently than how they show up on your face anyway. Whatever. Okay, so the colors are really pretty. The highlight is a nice goldeny, fair color. It's really, really pretty. I like both of these. I do love this quite a lot. These tiny little split pans, for some reason, are harder to use because you want to use these individually, you know, like you want to use the bronzer in some places and the highlight in a different place. So to have them in a split pan like this is difficult. For this one, the Marc Jacobs blush, let's see, what is this? This is the Marc Jacobs Air Blush Soft Glow Duo in Lines and Last Night. And you can see these colors are quite orangey, one of which is very like a fair peachy color, and this one is like bright coral orange. It's pretty, don't get me wrong. When I first saw it, I was like, whoa, that's a little more orange than I was expecting. But it actually does look okay on me. I don't know, I don't look good in orange, but for some reason, this blush, I think it's just the magic of these Marc Jacob blushes. I'm telling you, they are so amazingly beautiful. You should definitely check them out because not only is the packaging gorgeous, but they're just amazing blushes. For a crazy looking orange blush like that to look good on me, there's magic in here. There's just magic in here. So for this, the split pan is fine because I do want a combination of both colors. You could, if you wanted to, you know, sort of mix them up and use this one more as like a highlighty, I don't know. Anyway, you could use them. You could use them separately if you wanted to, but generally speaking, I just take my brush and dab it in the whole thing and swoosh it all over, and I just love the way that it looks. I think it was my first Choix box that I got, another one of these Marc Jacob ones. It was in Lush and Libido, I want to say. Beautiful pink colors. I love that one. Okay, so the final pan in here, this is Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter in Champagne Pop. You guys, ever since it came out, if you don't know, how could you not know? Champagne Pop is the one that Jaclyn Hill did with Becca Cosmetics, and it is gorgeous. Oh, I'm so glad I finally got a little sample of it because it was one of those things. I have Opal from Becca, and to me, I just feel like that is my jam. That is the perfect shade. I love it. It's gorgeous. And so I didn't want to go out and buy Champagne Pop because I don't know, whatever. And it is really pretty. It's a gorgeous color. It's very gold. And I do have it on my cheeks today. I really like the Becca highlighters because I feel like you have a really great intense highlight, but it still has a natural effect to it. You know, you just look glowy and healthy and radiant. You don't look, like you have a stripe of glitter on your face. Oh, I don't know what else to say. Kind of been on this thing about highlighters and people misusing them. I know. Who am I to judge? Anyway, okay. This one is from Tom Ford, and this is a cream color for eyes in the color Siren Blue. Okay, so this one came in this little pot with a lid because it is a cream and you don't want it to dry out. That is the color. The color is beautiful. At least it looks beautiful in the pan. It's a wonderful shimmery teal. I love it. I have it on my eyes right now, and I'm not crazy about the formula of this. First of all, it is super wet, like smushy, super, super wet. I tried using my fingers. Here, let's see if I can swatch. I tried using my fingers. This pot's a little crazy tiny, but like, you know, I mean, I just barely touched it, and you gotta get a glob. And then it has a really nice texture to it. It's very creamy and soft, and there's You know, I mean, it's a beautiful color. It's shimmery, it's mermaidy, it's wonderful. I love it. It does not come off as intense as it does in the pot. Like that just looks like, whoa. And this looks like, oh, that's a pretty tealy, shimmery color. So I put it on this morning and it's been several hours. I think I put it on like around 10 o'clock. It's now 3 o'clock. So it's been on for several hours. And I put it on and I didn't use a primer today and I probably should have. I did have like concealer on my eyes, so it wasn't just on my eyes, but anyway, I probably should have used a primer. Because let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Okay, do you see this? Do you see this? There's like creasing and patchiness going on. It looks terrible. So I don't like the formula of it. I think it's too wet. It creases, it gets patchy. It does work well as a base for other eyeshadows, but even still, I think that you need a primer or something because it just wants to move all over. I don't know. I'm not super crazy about this. So far, Tom Ford has been letting me down. Okay, and then the last thing in here, this is from Giorgio Armani. This is Lip Magnet Liquid Lipstick in the color Attitude. This is what I have on my lips right now. I love the color. The formula, I kind of go back and forth on it. The first time I used it, I hated it. I thought it was awful. And then I tried it again and it wasn't as bad. And I've been wearing it today. I reapplied after lunch and it's fine. The color, gorgeous. It has a very thin, watery texture, so you can wear it kind of sheer if you want to, or you can build it up to a more full color, which is how I have it on right now. You know, I have 2 layers on, and it doesn't feel thick and heavy like I have 2 layers on. It just feels, you know, very lightweight and normal. It's not particularly hydrating, and in fact, if you have dry lips, you need to like exfoliate, and honestly I would recommend wearing a lip balm underneath. That's what I have to do because otherwise it clings to dry patches you didn't even know you had and it ends up looking awful. Also, if I don't maintain it throughout the day, if it gets dry, you know, and I'm not really paying attention, the next time I check on it, it will just look disgusting. You know, your lips look wrinkly and like they're shedding or something. Oh, it just looks terrible. It just looks terrible. So not something that I think I would purchase. However, the color is gorgeous. So anyway, another great bunch of goodies from Choix. I love Choix. It is a little bit more expensive, but I love that you get to choose your samples. And I've just been putting these pans in a Z palette and using them until they're all gone. And especially with things like the blush and the highlighter and stuff, I will get several uses out of these. The foundations, not so much. You get like maybe 1 or 2 uses, but for these, they're great. They're really, really great. Okay, so that completes my latest Choix box. I will definitely be doing more of these because I am totes loving this box. I just love that I get to choose. And they started this thing where they're adding new products by the alphabet. So like A, B, C. So I have the B was the Becca Cosmetics, and then the C was the Charlotte Tilbury. I forget, they did like D, E, and F or something, but I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I do have a very long queue on my Choix account, so I have lots more stuff to try, and I'm super excited about it. And so much of this stuff, like the Tom Ford stuff, I would have sworn that this was going to be amazing, and I totally don't like it at all. But I'm really glad that I got to try it before I spent an inordinate amount of money on such a thing. Anyway, alright, well thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!